Being in an emergency situation is always stressful, whether you're the victim, the lay responder, the emergency medical care that arrives. But say you've just witnessed an accident. A car just flipped off the road into a ditch. A child is severely cut and bleeding. Someone is thrashing in the water, drowning. What do you do? What do you do? Hopefully, you help. Hopefully, you stop the car. Hopefully, you run to the child. Help them as best you can. Hopefully, you can swim and you jump into that water and you try to save that person. Not because you want to be a hero. Not because you want anything. You just want to help. Because you have compassion. Compassion. Not a word that you hear all that often, but it seems to crop up when there is terror and calamity in a situation or in someone's life. Compassion. What does it mean? What is it? Why is it important? Let's start off with defining this word. Compassion. Compassion. A feeling of wanting to help someone who is sick, hungry, in trouble, etc. So, what exactly is compassion? We have the definition, but what does that really mean? What is compassion? Here are two quotes, one by Dalai Lama XIV, author of The Art of Happiness, and another by Audrey Hepburn, a well-known actress. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. On one hand, maybe I've remained infantile, while on the other I matured quickly, because at a young age I was very aware of suffering and fear. So what do these quotes say about compassion? Well, to be compassionate, you have to be very aware that issues and terrors exist not only in your life, but in everyone else's lives as well. For compassion is truly a wish that the world was a better place, that there was a little less hurt, a little less turmoil, that all could be well. Compassion is a vital role in responding to an emergency, for the victim of the situation is more likely than not helpless, scared, and terrified, and so you, as a lay responder, have to take it upon yourself to help them in any way possible, because they themselves cannot. And the only way you can do this is if you are compassionate, if you truly want to help them, help ease their pain, and to help ease their suffering. This man is Chief Master Sergeant John Gebhardt. He is a superintendent of an Air Force medical group, and recently he decided to spend some time at a combat hospital in an Air Force base in Iraq. This young girl he's holding is an orphan. Her entire family was executed by insurgents, but this young girl survived, despite a gunshot wound that you can see on the back of her head. This is a prime example of compassion. Gebhardt felt compassion for this young girl, orphaned and injured, and he wished to ease her pain, but he couldn't bring her family back, and he couldn't magically heal her head wound, but he did what he could. For many nights, Gebhardt held this young girl in his arms as they both slept, so he could comfort her, help her rest easier, because she felt protected and safe when he did. Being compassionate isn't always easy. People can be passively compassionate, a situation where they feel sorry and they want to help, but they choose to do nothing because they are scared, they are terrified, or they don't think there's anything that they can do. What you want to be is actively compassionate. You want to act upon your compassion. You want to help and do your best to do so. Because compassion begins with you. It begins with you, no one else. You are the only one who can act upon your compassion. And if you are taking the time, the love, and the energy to feel compassionate, why not do something about it? You could save someone's life. Because if you are compassionate and you act upon your compassion, you can help change the world.